What's up YouTube, it's Bert here. Wanted to show you guys quickly how to create loadouts. There's a lot of people that I run into, either randoms or friends that I play with that don't know how to use loadouts. So just want to quickly make a video on how to explain it along with giving you guys a really good budget loadout if you want to get into Zero Damn Normal to find some better loot. So first off, you're going to have to select a map here that you want to play. So assuming it's Zero Dam, click Zero Dam, Normal, Gear Up, and then you'll have a loadout button. When you click on that, there's also a loadout button down at the bottom left. This is going to be your preset loadouts. So if you click on that, you'll see your previous loadout. And if you like your previous loadout, you can click Save, and then you can pick one of your open slots here to save that loadout. You can also hit this pencil here to rename the loadout. So just make sure you name it if you want to name it, and then hit save. And then once you save it, that will go to one of these loadouts down here. So for example, I'll save this one here, just save it over to prison and overwrite it. And now you can see the previous loadout and the prison loadout are the same thing. And you can also go to one of these loadouts here, which they should be blank for you. And you can start selecting things inside of here. So you can right click to get rid of items that are in here. And let's say I want to save this one. Just let's assume this is blank. We can go to the helmet here, and down at the bottom right, you can hit this little shopping cart icon. Let's say you don't want to buy a new helmet, you want to buy a nearly new helmet every time. So we can do nearly new. We can go down to this, do the same thing, save a little bit of money. Pick a cheap backpack here, and you guys get the point. So set out the loadout however you want to. You can also pick your guns here. So go to a gun that you want to use, and then you can use your preset loadouts here if you have gun builds saved, which I'll talk about in a second. So you can do that, and then you can hit save. Make sure you pick the right one, and then save that loadout. And then when you go back to that screen, go to loadout and go to loadout and go to this one, your saves will be changed. Just make sure you're always saving. So for example, if I remove this stuff here, it all looks blank now, but if I click back on it, it's not saved because I didn't hit save. So make sure you hit save. You can also save gun loadouts here. So let's say you want to make a K437 build here, and you make the build and you love it. We'll just put the scope on here. You can go to loadout and hit save, and then you can name your loadout here. And then once you save it, it'll be in here as a custom loadout. And you can also hit import and go to share if you want to share this loadout with a friend, or you can also import somebody else's loadout as well. And then once you import it, you'll just need to go in and save it if you like the gun. And you can import a loadout and go to the firing range. So for example, we can import this one, go to the firing range, see if we like it. And then if we do, you can press tab here and then hover over the gun, press F, go to loadout and hit save. And also, to calibrate the gun before you buy the parts, you can calibrate it doing this way by pressing tab in the firing range and then pressing F on the gun and going and calibrate. And then once you calibrate it, you can save it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to calibrate it. For example, if I apply this and go to calibrate, you're not going to see any calibrations because you don't actually own any of the parts yet. So that's a way you can get around that for calibration. And then just a really quick, easy loadout for Zero Damn Normal is this. So if you want to copy this down, this will get you into normal. And the great thing about this is that it's cheap and you can get kills with it. I've wiped, full teams with this, plus more. And it's a really strong gun that's really cheap. And this entire loadout here will cost you almost nothing. You might have to invest money into the bullets a little bit on the first time you buy it. So the first time you buy it, it might be like 400k. but if you don't shoot a bullet, you'll only have to pay like 250k to replace this, so it's not bad at all. So the loadout is going to be a baseball cap, no vest, because you're going to pick that up from a bot. So if you kill a bot, pick up its vest. Try to kill a shield bearer. You can get a purple vest, and if you're lucky, you can get a gold vest. So that's how you're going to get your vest. The backpack is going to be the GA field backpack, the green chest rig, and you can put your heals inside of there. And then this P90 here, which I'll give you guys the code for this and put in the description of this video. It's a really cheap P90. And then there's also med and ammo buttons down here. So if you go to meds, you can put your meds inside of here, and ammo, you know, you can click the purple ammo and put that in there. Also, something else to show you guys, if you go to the settings at the top right and scroll down, there's a limit med durability and loadout. So if you change this to like, you know, 50%, that means it's only going to give you meds that have at least 50% usage left. So they'll make sure you don't go into raid with like, you know, 10 left on your med, and then you're wishing you brought in more meds. So easy loadout to go in. It's cheap. You can get kills. You do have to sneak around a little bit. You know, make sure that you're not the first one to be shot at, but you're the first one shooting the enemy. You know, I might make a video on that in the future, but more to come on that. So if you guys like this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so that'll be awesome. And comment on the video on any other videos that you guys want to see in the future. I've thought about like custom lobby videos, you know, opening up keycard rooms a certain number of times, you know, figuring out which keycards are worth it and stuff like that. So just got a couple ideas floating around, but if you guys want to see anything, let me know. But appreciate you guys. Peace.